Hello, YouTube people. What is going on with you all? I'm over here at the mall, just chilling. Not too many folks up in here. It's a slow day in the neighborhood. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you about the senator wannabe, Ben Marvasty. Jermaine and I were in here, I guess it was last week, and this guy comes up to us, and he's singing and prancing around like he's some kind of, Joe Blow from Kokomo. Anyways, he starts telling us his name and look him up on Google and all of this and that. So we looked him up online, and he went to try to be a senator in 2014, but he never became one. And then he was conning everybody. So he wanted to go pick up his vehicle, and he wanted me to drive, so he wanted to take the bus out there, and he wanted me to go so that I could drive his Jeep back. Anyways, long story short, we went to this department store, and he wanted to talk to all these people. He was asking where such and such was, and he couldn't find them. So he got in touch with the manager, and then he had the manager going around looking for this person, and they couldn't find the person that he wanted to talk to. And we ended up staying there for like 35 minutes, bored out of our minds. And Jermaine tried to talk me into leaving this guy and just going back to where we were. And I said, no, let's be patient and give him a chance. So we get it. He said we're going to take the bus out there where his Jeep was. I guess he didn't have his wallet, so he didn't have his driver's license, and he wanted me to drive, he said. Then through talking to him, he was supposedly giving me his Jeep and this and that. Anyways, we went to the bus. The bus driver wasn't on the bus, so we got on the bus, and then he's giving the bus driver this cardboard that talks about how he's having a party December 5th and 6th over at his house, and he's inviting all these people and this and that. It was crazy. And he finally gets on the bus. So he said, where did we want to eat? And then he said, well, I'll take you to this hotel that's all you can eat. And then finally, he asked the one bus driver where the Publix was. Well, he knew where the Publix was, but he was asking, when are we supposed to be getting over there? And we get off of the bus, and he tells us to wait over at the bus stop while he goes and gets food for us. He comes back. Excuse me. He comes back finally, and he has these blueberry muffins and some candy and cookies and all this other garbage. It was all junk food. We thought we were going to get some hot food or something like that, but it wasn't even that. So then we're waiting on this next bus, and it's supposed to be taking us down one road. And so we're waiting on this bus. We get on the bus, and then he's trying to sweet talk the driver into taking us, because he's not planning to pay for any of that. And I wasn't even looking to pay for it. He wanted me to help him, so it was supposed to be his responsibility to get us to where we were supposed to be going, I figured. So anyways, he gives this lady some of these pastries that he bought over at the Publix, and I didn't get it, I don't understand any of that. Anyways, long story short, we got to this one place. We were waiting at the bus stop for I don't know how long. and he goes across the street in front of all these cars. He just about got hit like 10 times going across the street. It was the funniest thing. Then he comes back and he sits there, and we get on this next bus, and he's doing the same thing with the driver, and they didn't want to take us. That driver didn't want to take us anywhere. And so that's what happened. And it was just one thing after the next. So finally, we got to the one train station we were close by to. So Jermaine and I talked to each other, and we decided to leave him in the dust. He had gone to the store, and by the time he got back, we just told him that we were not going to go with him any farther. We already were with him for like 5.5 hours, and he was trying to con us the whole time. And I just didn't want to see any more of that go on. I probably would have been with him another 3.5 hours or so, and it was already dark outside, like 6:30. And I just didn't want to deal with him anymore. He told a lot of stories. He was just a con man. But I think it was a lesson that I needed to learn, because I have come across con people in my life, and sometimes I know what they're all about, but I try to excuse it in some way or shape or form. And they're just trying to con you the whole time, or con other people in front of you. And, you just have to really be vigilant over who you're around, what they're about, and things like that. Or they might even get you twisted up into something, We don't even know. The guy told us to wait at this bus stop, and he was going to go get some food. We don't even know. He might have put food off into his basket and then walked it out the store without even paying for it or whatever. I don't even know. I think that he paid food stamps for it, but he said he didn't have his wallet, so I don't even know how he had this food stamp card with him. But nevertheless, Jermaine said the same thing. He did do what he said he was going to do, but at a very low rate of whatever he was saying, because he said he was getting food for us. Yeah, he got edible things, but it was not what we were looking for. And, he provided transportation at a very low cost, because he basically begged his way onto the bus with us also. I mean, it was just incredible, the whole thing. And then when we got on the bus, he was throwing pastries and stuff at some of the girls in the bus, and then they were giving him money as if he, needed the money or whatever, but he was taking it. So it just got to be a really bad situation, and I'm glad that we left it, because it was not a good thing at all. Yeah, I just didn't even like to be in that situation with anybody. And I didn't enjoy myself. The only thing that it did do is it took 6 hours away from my time. And, I would have been better off just sitting here in the mall like I am now than riding around with this joker and listening to all of his garbage. I mean, he was something else. But, you have people like that in the world, and you just have to deal with them as they come, It doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man. You're going to have to deal with certain people in your life that you may or may not even want to deal with. But you got to do it some way, shape, or form. Anyways, I want you all to know that I love you. Love yourself. Love God. By all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.